So hey folks, I'm here to convince you that no one should have to care about crypto. So yeah, I'm Konrad. Some of you might know me, co-founder of Peanut Protocol, and we are building a future where you won't have to care about crypto. And I want to convince you that that's the way to go if you want anyone in crypto. So let me start with a few questions to you guys. Do you know what HTTP stands for? Yeah? What does it stand for? What does it stand for?
Hypertext Transfer Protocol.
Cool. So I'm going to airdrop you some peanuts. Check this out. Some real peanuts. There's some real ETH on the QR code. So you can scan it and also get a super fast intro to how Peanut Protocol works. Cool. Well done. Unfortunately, that's the only peanut package I have. So who knows YouTube's compression algorithm? Who knows whether YouTube's compression algorithm is open source? You don't, right? No one cares. Do you know what Cyrus is, and is it faster than Yucho? No, you don't. No one cares, right? Like, why would you care? It's a thing. Cyrus is actually like MasterCard's payment system, and Yucho is the equivalent in Japan. What is ICANN? Anyone know this? No? Do you think WebP will replace other formats? I guess I got the wrong crowd. No one seems to care about infrastructure and tech. I'm trying to illustrate here that the conversations that we are having about crypto are kind of like this. We like to talk about wallets, and we like to talk about chains and this layer 2 or that protocol. Is this thing decentralized, or is this stored on IPFS, or these kind of things? And we all get very excited about this, and it's okay because we're nerds, right? But I don't think anyone is going to be excited about this if they are just going to be a casual user, just the way we aren't excited about YouTube's compression algorithms. So I think it's just infra. And I want to go through 4 domains in which we talk a lot about infrastructure, because we are very excited about those things, but in actuality, it's all it is. It's just infrastructure. So the first thing is transactions. We talk about things like gas fees and which chain you're on, and whether this layer 2 is faster than that one, what's the block size of this thing, or we talk about things like gas fees. And I think for a generic user who wants to get money from A to B, and I talked to a really cool person from Ethiopia today, and she said, like, people use crypto already for cross-border transfers, but they don't even know it's crypto. They just send like dollar amounts through an app that says everything in dollar amounts. They don't worry about gas because it's all on layer 2s. And they don't even care what the underlying crypto is. Second category are wallets. And we like to think about wallets a lot because they tend to lock you into a certain kind of ecosystem, and they're generally very complicated things if you want to do them non-custodially. We've all probably dealt with this pain of, I mean, it turns my stomach just to think about it, where I'm keeping my seed phrase and like, how will I remember this thing or that thing? And I was of the kind, before FTX, I was of the kind where I trusted a centralized exchange more than I would trust myself, because I'm the kind of guy who would lose this kind of stuff. But, well, thankfully now I went completely non-custodial. But it turns your stomach to just think about those things because they are scary and complex. Another thing is swaps. We live in a multi-currency and multi-chain world, and swaps kind of suck. Like, generally the user flow I've seen is people just Google the swap that they want to do, and then they click the first thing. But like, you just have to hope for the best. You make a small transaction to test it out, and then you just hope. And the fourth thing is privacy. I think we can all agree that it's absolutely ridiculous that as an employer, I would have full access to an employee's banking history and I could see where they're spending their money. So I think we need to fix those things for a wide adoption of cryptocurrency specifically, and for actual people to use crypto. So here's what we'll try to do. We just went live on a beta, so you can try it out if you like. But we want a world in which you can forget about wallets, seed phrases, chain swaps, and making test transactions. So you might have seen PayPal or Stripe. These are relatively complex products on the back end, but on the front end, they're very simple to interact with. And the whole idea is to be as simple as possible. And so let's just take one quick case study about transactions. How many steps does it take a normal user to transact? What's the first step that you make if, let's say, I want to send you some money, some crypto? What would I have to do? Well, I have to ask you for your wallet address. Then you have to send that to me. I have to trust that that's a private and secure channel where that hasn't been tampered with anyway. So like email would probably be out of the question. Then I would probably make a test transaction if it's more than like $10. And after that, I will have to ask you, like, do you have control of the funds? And I would have to wait until you would respond to me with a yes or no. Usually a yes, thankfully. And only then I would actually make the transaction. And then I would probably send a receipt on like Etherscan. That's a huge attack surface for phishing. There are really cool attacks like clipboard hijacking. Has anyone heard about clipboard hijacking? Yeah, it's pretty cool. What it does, it's a type of malware that will look for things that look like wallet addresses. And when you are pasting your wallet address to send crypto to someone, it will replace it with some other wallet address that is controlled by a malicious actor. It's pretty cool. They got very clever recently. So we just found out very recently that they started making them such that the last few digits of the malicious actor's wallet address will be exactly the same as the one that you're sending funds to. So a quick skim read won't even help you. These kind of things are annoying and dumb and like, let's fix them. So that's just an example. And imagine you try to make a swap. Then that other person would have to go to a DEX or a centralized exchange, connect their thing, choose the chain and the amount, and you probably know how it goes. And my favorite part is step 12, which is hoping for the best. I just swapped some crypto today, and the thing was loading and loading and was loading for 3 minutes, and I was like, oh, that's not good. But thankfully, my hopes paid off, and I received what I was supposed to receive. With Peanut, you can just pick a dollar amount and pick a chain, and then you will get a URL, a link. You can send that to a friend. So that abstracts away all of the wallet addresses, the test transactions, none of that anymore. But we still have we still have to go a long way until it's so easy for people, and that it can actually be used as normal money. Big infra slide, probably too boring, but it's very clever, as I'm noting down there. Cool thing about wallets, we think there's a future where you can have a non-custodial wallet that is based on your social logins. So far, we have solutions that tie your wallet to a social login, like you log in via Gmail or Facebook or whatever, and you have access to your wallet. But all of these solutions are custodial. We think it's possible to make it completely non-custodially by combining 2 or more social logins to then generate the seed phrase, which then generates the wallet. Which is pretty cool stuff. And now it's your turn. If you'd like, I pre-generated three QR codes. Feel free to scan them, and there's some real money behind them. So whoever's first, you can try to coordinate amongst the crowd to, not double claim, because there's only one per QR code. Let me know whether you've managed to claim it. If you have a bug, definitely talk to me, because we do have a little bug bounty program which results in a coffee with me. Has anyone managed to claim their one bug? Has it worked? Yeah. Awesome. You got a Twitter page? What?
No, an unstyled page. Just CSS is not there.
Oh, the CSS is not there? That's super weird. Can you refresh?
Ask for a resubmission.
That's fine.
Then it says password.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I'll check it out. Yeah. So if you want to talk about how we can abstract away things like wallets or chains, or even just basic security from the end user, so that we have a friendly, easy front end, definitely reach out to me if you have any interest in Peanut or any other things, or just want to chat. Please do reach out. Be an absolute pleasure to meet more people from the community. I just recently moved to Berlin, so super open to like coffee dates and stuff like that. Yeah. I hope this was useful in terms of getting you to think about what's necessary for the next billion people who get into crypto. And yeah, let me know if there are any questions, or how do you want to do this? Should anyone go first with the questions? Or?